say I'm passionate about many things in life. Academically, I'm passionate about education. I'm passionate about patient care. I'm passionate about innovation. Um, and really, all of that kind of comes together um, around, my main motivation, which is really to have an impact. We want to impact the generation of today and the generation of tomorrow. And that's really, permeates everything from students, friends, colleagues, patients. And really, when we, think about what the future will hold, will hold, I really want to make a lasting impact on that. So.
That's
Man,
awesome.
what keeps me up at night aside from all my clinic notes? Um, there's a lot of things. I think that we're very limited in how much time we have in the course of a day, and we're very limited in terms of how much of ourself we can physically give to all the different directions we're being pulled from day to day. Um, and I'm fairly new in my career, so I'm learning to kind of balance that act. And I'd say at the end of every day, um, I really reflect upon how much myself I've been able to kind of devote, um, not only to work, to my patients, to research, but to my family. So kind of juggling and sort of struggling with how well I'm balancing all that is something that I always reflect on at the end of the day, and gives me a little bit to kind of think about how am I going to approach the next day and do better. I would say first and foremost, I'm a family man. Family's always been everything to me growing up. I now have a budding family of my own, which has been the most amazing thing. We have a 10-month-old baby boy, Jackson, who has just given me a breath of fresh air, and just a whole new way to look at things. So family has been so huge, and family's always first, and I've just been very, very fortunate in that regard. I would say, I'm also a man of many hobbies. I kind of am a little bit stubborn, in the sense that I always like to kind of do everything myself, and kind of take the task upon myself, even if I've never even picked up a saw and done woodworking, or laid some pavers, or laid out some grass. And so I've kind of learned to do a lot of things around the house, and it's actually been quite fun. So I picked up a lot of yard work hobbies, um, and sort of have been able to translate the ability to kind of be good with my hands both at work, but also apply that very functionally at home too. So it's been great. My ultimate purpose, day in and day out, is to help others, and that's in every facet of life. I mean, when I'm at home, I want to be a help. When I'm at work, I want to be a help to my colleagues, my patients, and not only be helpful, but to really truly enjoy doing it. So we're in our line of work, we're constantly reminded about the how finite life is, and how much you really do have to cherish every moment. And my ultimate goal is to have an impact, to have a good impression on others, and to really enjoy myself in the process. I find inspiration from just about everything. um, I would, throughout my training, as kind of a wide-eyed student, I, I find inspiration from sort of the giants that came before us. Sitting in these large auditoriums with paintings of physicians who really kind of paved the way. It just really kind of takes your breath away, and that's that throughout my education, those moments and reflecting on the kind of work that was done before us is just a tremendous inspiration for me. And not just there, but I really, inspiration from the giants, and inspiration, from the other end of the spectrum, really, from a fresh pair of eyes that comes into the clinic for the first time, and sees a physical exam, listens to a heart for the first time in our line of work, sees the voice box for the first time, an undergraduate student who enters the operating room and kind of gets that sort of infectious environment that you get when you're sort of honed into something to that gravity. That energy, I really am inspired by that energy, that curiosity, which if you look around is everywhere. And so I've been fortunate in that regard, and really kind of wherever I look, and where to some degree you can find some inspiration.